Hey fam, today we're going to be talking about Cassie and the makeup artist of hers that tried to help her. So if you guys will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow, you guys. I'm trying to grow. So yeah, today's topic is we're going to talk about how Cassie's makeup artist tried to help her at a time where she's seen bruises on her face. The makeup artist says she tried to take her to her home for a couple of days. She knew a doctor. She had the doctor come over and look at her to try to treat her because she said she couldn't have taken her to the hospital because she don't know what could have happened, because P. Diddy, he is a powerful person, you guys. And P. Diddy, has ties to everything, the police, the court system, everything. He's a billionaire. He's able to pay people off. He's able to try and, cover up all the awful things that he's done. So the makeup artist, she said that she was trying to cover up her bruises. She had bruises, I guess, on her face and on her head. And I couldn't imagine just from the video that in the hotel that they put out a couple of days ago, what else he is capable of doing. I mean, if you're capable of kicking somebody like a football, you're capable of doing, I mean, anything to me in my eyes. I just see that P. Diddy's gotten away with a lot of things for a long time. I mean, he has traumatized a lot of people. This is really, really awful. But to see that, there was people along Cassie's way that were trying to protect her. However, they were even scared, like the makeup artist said, she's even traumatized, like kind of scared to even be saying what she's saying in this video that I just seen. But that's exactly how P. Diddy and a person of his caliber, tries to scare and humiliate other people and trying to cover up, for their bad things that they have done. But this is like really, really bad. Things are starting to come out daily, on people speaking out on Cassie's behalf. But I can say there seems like there was like, a couple of good people, there, of course, by her side, besides the bad people that was working for P. Diddy that was trying to save her and trying to help her. Like Tiffany Red, she was her friend. She was trying to like question a lot of the things that was going on, which I can understand. When you see something that's kind of weird, it's kind of sketchy, and you never been in that type of like environment, you're gonna question it. I know I would question it. If I see something, I'm gonna say something. If I see something that doesn't look, right, I'm a question. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Or, just any question pertaining to the situation going on. But this lady says she took her home for a couple of days so she could try to basically protect her, try to call her friend, well, did call her friend that was a doctor that came over and tried to treat Cassie. I mean, that is so sad to where you can't even go to the hospital and get treated because you're so scared of a person and what they're going to find out and who, because you don't know who P. Diddy bought, who he, gave money to, who, hush money to, hush, people up and for them not to say anything. I could imagine, how Cassie felt, on, I've been abused, I'm trying to get, treatment, but I can't go to the hospital because if I go to the hospital, P. Diddy's going to probably find out and it's going to be worse, consequences to those actions. And that's really, really, that's really sad, but that's what those type of people do. They try to put the fear in your heart for you not to go and tell anybody, because narcissists, they want to keep things on the hush hush. They want to make sure that people look at them like, oh yeah, P. Diddy's a nice person, you know, he's cool, he's this, he's that, but really behind closed doors, he's a monster. You know, he's an awful, awful monster, and he's been doing this, you guys, for a long, long time. So like I said, you know, this lady who was her makeup artist was trying to cover up her makeup, cover up, you know, Cassie's bruises and stuff with makeup. And then she tried to take her to her house for a couple of days to try to help get her treated by her friend who is a doctor. And that really, you know, means a lot, you know, because there are good people out there, you know, even though all those people that are around P. Diddy, they know stuff that he's done. P. Diddy knows what he's doing. You know, there's people that are working for him that are, you know, they are like, you know, a part of what he's doing, and they're condoning what he's doing, you know, and they should be, you know, guilty by association, charged with all the stuff that he has done to them. Because I mean, these things that he's done, beating all these women, beating Cassie the way he beat her, you know, they should have, you know, a day in court too, you know, for not trying to protect Cassie. You know, all these awful things. You see him, you know, punching Cassie, beating Cassie up, and then you're there, you're not saying anything. That is awful. That is really, really awful. But, you know, money talks and everything else walks. And I think that that every day now, I mean, that I'm seeing every day, that the days, as the days go on, is more people coming out, and you know, stating things that they're witnessed, they were there to see, or they, you know, experienced with him, you know, personally. Like they had this one girl who was a model, I believe, from Savannah, Georgia. And she came out and said that I guess he did some awful things to her. So she put a lawsuit out on him. So you guys, when somebody says something, you know, sometimes it's kind of a little, you know, maybe he did it or maybe he didn't. But, you know, when somebody says something and it's been like 10, 20, 30, 40 people saying the same thing, come on now. Common sense says, if all those people are saying you did it, more than likely you did it. Everybody is, you know, innocent until proven guilty. I got that. I understand that. But come on now. Let's use our common sense, y'all. Come on. I don't think that, you know, some people would, you know, don't get me wrong. Some people try to, you know, say he did something for clout or try to get money out of him. But when you got people like Cassie who are true victims of P. Diddy and, you know, having this been traumatized from this type of situation, you know, those people are scared to come forward. You know, sometimes it takes time, you know, for people to come forward because they're so scared. Like if somebody does something to you today, you know, sometimes people are scared to go to, you know, the police or whoever to tell their story. They may tell it to somebody, you know, they feel like maybe a friend, their parent, you know, somebody, a coworker, somebody they feel like they can confide in, and let them know, you know, exactly what happened, but really don't tell the authorities till years later. That just happens because everybody, you know, experiences trauma in a different way, a different manner. You know, you can't, you know, tell somebody, oh, you know, something happened, you know, go report. You don't know. They might be scared. They might be terrified. You know, they may be knowing what they went through, knowing that that person can, you know, get rid of them. And they're scared to, you know, to run to authorities and tell them, because, you know, and also you never know if, you know, those authorities have been bought by that person too, you know. You know, as we see, you know, they say P. Diddy has a lot of ties to, you know, the top politicians, to the courts, the police, you know. So, you know, it's easy for him to say, you know, if you ever get a report coming from, you know, this person, you know, just cover it up. I'll pay you $50,000 or whatever. Seems like $50,000 is the going thing for him to, you know, get to pay for people to hush up or pay to get rid of something. Like Gina, the one that went on Tasha K when she had the baby, I believe she said that he tried to pay her like $50,000 to get rid of the baby. And then he paid $50,000 to try to get rid of the tape that, everybody's seen with him, DV and DV and Cassie, in the hotel. So, it's easy for him to, you know, say, I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that. Not only say it, but do it to try to cover up, what he's done. But I commend this lady, the makeup artist, for trying to take her to her house for a couple of days and calling her friend that's a doctor to try to treat her and try to save her. But my heart goes out, like I said, to Cassie. And to all the people who try to protect her during this awful time in her life. They try to do their best. They try to do what they could. But you can't do but so much with situations like this, because people don't want to spill out and spew out things that happen. They're scared to report, but they do have people who were in her life that were trying to save her, protect her, to a certain extent, to what they could do at that moment. But shout out to, like I said, everybody who tried to, protect her and save her the best way that they could during all this, during these traumatic times in Cassie's life. And my heart goes out to Cassie and her family. I know it's not easy going through all this stuff, in the public's eye. You look up and your situation and your cases all over the, internet, all over the news, social media and everything. That is like an awful thing to see, an awful thing to kind of revisit too, when you have that much, trauma from situations like this. But you guys, I'll continue to do videos on Diddy, on things that I've seen, things that I've researched, what the streets is saying. So you guys, if you guys will like, share, and follow, subscribe, and I'll keep on bringing these videos to you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.